Hi everyone, welcome to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this EnGenius wireless router, model ESR600H. So the full name of this product is the XtraRange Media Dual Concurrent Router, again ESR600H. You can operate on either the 2.4 gigahertz or the 5 gigahertz wireless band, so you get 300 megabits per second on either of those for 600 megabits per second total. If you're connecting with a single device, you can use up to 300 megabits per second of that wireless bandwidth. You also get gigabit connectivity. You get 4 antennas for plenty of coverage. You can penetrate 3 floors. Again, that's probably going to be based on the construction materials of whatever house or office that you're working at, but it does have a 100 milliwatt high output power, so that will greatly expand the range of this router. You get USB connectivity, a USB 2.0 port, so you can plug in an external hard drive for USB storage and share that over the network. You get built-in network security, WPA and WPA2, and that dual band functionality is great for multimedia streaming by separating the content, or at least what you're using to connect to either band. So here's a little diagram of that extended range coverage, also some info about the USB sharing. Of course, you get a built-in hardware firewall, and then you get smarter media streaming. So basically, if you look at this little chart down here on the left side, they have stuff like a laptop, a tablet PC, a smartphone. Those are all connecting at 2.4 gigahertz. Then you have other devices such as a home theater, perhaps a gaming console. You can connect with those wirelessly on the 5 gigahertz band. That way they will not interfere with each other. So particularly if you're doing media streaming, watching videos and that sort of thing, you can do that smoothly without any interference from somebody else who might be just using the internet connection. Now, as far as connectivity, this router is compatible with a 802.11a, B, G, or N, N being the fastest, and you'll need a device with the 802.11n wireless adapter in order to achieve those 300 megabits per second speeds, or at least up to that. Here's some information about the USB services included and setting those up appropriately. Just a couple little informative inserts that they have put in with the router. What else do we have? Of course, we have the router itself, which I'll come back to in just a moment. They've given you some wall mounting, some drywall mounts right there if you want to mount that directly to the wall. They've included a RJ45 Ethernet cable right there to plug the router in. You get some information on worldwide technical support from EnGenius, so a little contact card there if you need any help setting the router up. Here's your XtraRange 11N router manual, which is basically guiding you through the installation procedures to install it with or without the CD-ROM. Speaking of the CD-ROM, there is that. So you can run that after you connect your router in order to get it all set up, and especially to configure stuff like your wireless networks and passwords. Here are your antenna. They are removable. You get 2 of them external. There's also 2 internal inside the device. These are 5 dBi antenna. They can be articulated to give you the optimum coverage that you need. And then finally, this is probably, yes, this is an AC adapter. Oops. AC adapter right there, so you can provide power to the router. Here's a look at the device itself. It is a glossy black finish, as you can see. A little bit of ventilation across the top. And then you got a bank of lights here that are going to be your activity indicator lights. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 there on the right side are indicating whether you have wired connections plugged into the Ethernet ports on the back. Little Saturn logo right there is indicating if you have internet connection. You also get separate lights for the 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz wireless band, power indicator, and I was a little bit unsure actually about these final buttons here on the left side, so double check the manufacturer's website. This is a WPS button and indicator light, so the WPS button right there, and it can actually serve a few different purposes. So you can press it for 1 to 5 seconds to activate the WPS setup, and you can use that when you're initially plugging in the router to set up your password and everything using WPS. If you press it for 6 to 10 seconds, it will automatically reboot the router, and then if you hold it for 20 seconds, it will reset the router to factory defaults. Going down here to the underside of the router, as you can see, some additional ventilation. The router sits on some rubber feet right there, so it keeps it a bit lifted off the surface it's on to make sure it stays nice and cool. You also have these 2 mounting points right there to use with those included screws if you wanted to wall mount the unit. Finally, flipping it around here to the back, you can see it has a physical on-off power button, so easy to switch the device on or off. You got this DC input there, that's for your AC adapter. And then you have 4 yellow ports here. Those are gigabit ports, so you have 10, 100, or 1000 base T connection there for your gigabit ports for wired connections. Then finally you got your WAN connection right there, and that is where you're going to route over the cable from your modem provided by your internet service provider. Finally, you got the USB 2.0 there on the right side, and you can use that in combination with the software included on the installation disk to set up a external. You can just use a USB stick, or you can use it like an external USB 2.0 hard drive to connect to set up some internet storage, or network storage, I should say. And that is going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, this has been the EnGenius ESR600H dual band wireless router. I'm Paul with Newegg TV. If you enjoyed today's video, please head over to our Newegg YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.